All right, you guys. So, uh, Ticket TV live streams, like, share, and subscribe. Shouts out to the whole LDBC. Let's get right into this video, man. And so, I told y'all this was gonna happen, man. And cats didn't want to listen to me, man. And they get stripped down like this, man. And cats don't want to listen to me, man. Can y'all hear me in the comments? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me in the comment section, man. Before I start stir frying these dudes, man. Cause I told y'all, man, them niggas ain't on my level talking this basketball shit, bro. I set up here. I told y'all about with John Morant. Didn't I tell y'all the other day that John Morant was on the same type time Jimmy Butler was on? Was I right? John Morant come out saying the same thing Jimmy Butler said. I lost my love for the game over here. I told y'all that he gone. Nigga gonna come here and argue with me. Hey nigga, you don't know what you talk about, nigga. I'm down here right now, nigga. Shut your ass up, nigga. I know what I'm talking about, nigga. And when I said he was gone, he gone, nigga. Sit down. I'm on a whole different level, punk, than all of these niggas. That's facts. That's facts. I've been telling y'all this for forever and a day. You ain't gotta listen to me though, but you better. You better listen to me for your health, nigga. Now back to the strippers and Kawhi Leonard. Didn't I tell y'all they was gonna get stripped down? But these niggas, oh man, Ticket capping, man. Ticket, man, he just hating, man. That nigga, shut up, nigga. Fix your lips, nigga. Fix your face when I'm talking to you. When I'm talking, you fix your lips and you fix your face. You put some respect on my name when I'm talking to you. Because I told all these weak punks, weasels that was running their mouth, talking disrespectful, going against your boy just to go against the nigga. Didn't I tell y'all this was going to happen? You punks. Didn't I tell you weak weasels that this was going to happen? You niggas is weasels. Now let's get into it, man. Told y'all these fools up out of here, nigga. They gonna get away. Uh, they got them going. Yeah, they ass up out of here, man. Dearly departed, nigga. We have gathered here today because Steve Ballhead and Kawhi Leonard, they asses is up out of here, nigga. Now, let's get to the report, y'all. So Steve Ballmer, Steve Ballhead, Mr. He called me. His ass is gone, nigga. And I done told y'all this. He up out of here, nigga. But Steve Ballhead have been sued now by 11 Aspiration investors who allege salary cap circumvention for Kawhi Leonard. Now let me break this down to the dumb, the deaf, and the goddamn blind. Because y'all know they on this YouTube channel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as y'all come on in the building, salute to everybody that's tapped on in. Did I tell these punks that this was going to happen? Did I tell these weak weasels what was gonna happen? These niggas is weasels, nigga. Hey, they're trying to talk to me, nigga. I'm the man, nigga, talking this basketball talk, nigga. So, as of today, right, right, let's talk about this, right. Former Microsoft CEO, Los Angeles Clipper owner, and billionaire with a net worth exceeding $150 billion centers on allegations of fraud tied to the Clippers' use of the sustainability company Aspiration, now rebranded as Katona Climate, to pay NBA star Kawhi Leonard. Now, this suit was originally filed in July but amended today to explicitly name Steve Ballmer as a defendant. Now, following investigative reporting that exposed the underlying scheme, no other suits had surfaced against Ballmer in 2024-2025, right? Until now. She got 11 lawsuits against him right now, right? I want y'all to think about this. Steve Ballhead has got 11 lawsuits, right? Or I should say 11 former investors, excuse me. Let me rebrand and rephrase my word, right? He's being sued by 11 investors. Let me rephrase that because I don't want the stripper people to get mad, right? So, anyways, you guys, this is what's going on. And I'm finna tell y'all what they hit Steve Ballmer ass with. So, basically, The controversy stems from a reported no-show job arrangement where Aspiration allegedly funneled approximately $28 million to Kawhi Leonard between 2021 and 2023. Now, this payment was purportedly structured to circumvent the NBA salary cap rules, allowing the Clippers to effectively pay Kawhi Leonard more than the league limits would permit without it counting against their cap. Leonard, a two-time NBA Finals MVP and Clippers forward, signed a 3-year, $150 million extension with the team in 2021 amid injury concerns. Now, as the Clippers owner, Steve Ballmer is accused of orchestrating or enabling the deal through Aspiration, a fintech firm focused on sustainable banking. Now, Steve Ballmer publicly endorsed the company and invested over $50 million in it, now Katona, which plaintiffs claim propped up the fraudulent operations. Now, the arrangement was publicly revealed in September 2025 by journalist Pablo Torre in his podcast, Pablo Torre Finds Out, based on documents and interviews with former Aspiration employees. The NBA launched an investigation into the strippers and Aspiration shortly after Pablo Torre's reporting. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver addressed it in September of 2025 at the Front Office Sports turned a tuned-in summit stating, "We will bring whatever resources we need to bear on this investigation. I believe in due process, I believe in fairness, and so we will be thorough, but we will begin with a presumption of innocence, not a presumption of guilt. The probe remains ongoing amid other league scandals like gambling indictments." Neither the NBA nor the Clippers have commented on this lawsuit. Now, it's been filed in Los Angeles Superior Court. It's 133 pages. And now Steve Ballmer is being named. There are 11 former plaintiffs, former Aspiration investors, right? And they're suing Steve Ballmer, the Clippers owner, Joseph Sandberg, who pled guilty to the feds the other month, Aspiration, the company itself, and other unnamed executives and entities involved in the alleged fraud. Now, the allegations, the plaintiffs claim that Clippers strippers owner Steve Ballhead and Mr. Joseph Sandberg used Aspiration, the company, as a vehicle to secretly funnel millions and millions of dollars to NBA star player Kawhi Leonard, paying him more than the allowed by the NBA salary cap rules. This was allegedly done to help the strippers retain Leonard without triggering cap penalties, even though Kawhi Leonard is all cap. Steve Ballhead's $50 million investment and endorsement lured or retained the plaintiff's investments, but he and Joseph Sandberg concealed the true nature of the funds, namely the off-book payments to Kawhi Leonard. The complaint states that plaintiffs would not have invested and or kept their investment in Aspiration if Steve Ballhead and Joseph Sandberg had disclosed the true nature of Steve Ballhead's investment. Absent Steve Ballmer's support, Aspiration could not have sustained the frauds set forth herein. It further alleges that Steve Ballhead's scheme to pay Kawhi through Aspiration to evade the NBA's salary cap was only later revealed in 2025 by a journalist by the name of Pablo Torre. Undisclosed monetary damages for fraud through the suit seeks compensation, I should say, for investment losses tied to the company's collapse post-scandal. Aspiration rebranded to Katona amid fallout, but faces ongoing scrutiny. Now, the key evidence that has been referenced, internal Aspiration documents and communications uncovered also by Pablo Torre, including details of Kawhi Leonard's multi-million-dollar no-show job, where he performed minimal or no duties at all, despite payouts. Steve Ballhead's public statements praising Aspiration and confirming his $50+ million infusion. The timing payments aligned with Kawhi Leonard's 2021 contract extension when cap circumvention would have been advantageous for the LA strippers. Also, Pablo Torre's podcast episode, which included receipts like emails and financial records from ex-employees. In 2021, Kawhi Leonard of the LA Strippers signed a 3-year, $150 million extension with the Strippers. Alleged aspiration payments then began. On July 9, 2025, the original 133-page lawsuit filed against Mr. Sandberg and Aspirations for fraud, not yet named Steve Ballmer. September 2025, Pablo Torre reports on the Kawhi Leonard Aspiration no-show job, sparking an NBA investigation. On November the 4th, 2025, the complaint admitted to add strippers owner Steve Ballmer to the lawsuit. Pablo Torre first reports the update. Media coverage explodes after that. Right? Now, the implications of this, potential implications are, if substantiated, this could lead to NBA penalties for the strippers and personal liability for Steve Ballhead. The league's investigation may accelerate. No criminal charges have been brought yet. Steve Ballmer, the strippers, and Aspiration have not commented. Joseph Sandberg previously denied wrongdoing in Pablo Torre's reporting, but Joseph Sandberg pled guilty to the feds. Right? Also, Joseph Sandberg, right? And let's talk about him, right? He pled guilty to $248 million fraud scheme with Aspiration, right? Uh, he has pled guilty to federal wire fraud charges related to a massive scheme that defrauded investors and lenders out of $248 million. Now, that case is separate from but directly tied to an ongoing civil lawsuit against him and LA Strippers owner Steve Ballhead and Aspiration, which alleged fraud in the Kawhi Leonard quote-unquote no-show job deal. Right? On March of 2025, Joseph Sandberg from Aspiration was arrested. His co-conspirator, Ibrahim Al-Husseini, pled guilty to wire fraud for falsifying documents to the feds, admitting to receiving $12.3 million from this scheme to the feds. On August the 20th, 2025, the superseding criminal information filed in the United States District Court, Central District of California, case number 25-CR-200, charging Joseph Sandberg with 2 counts of wire fraud under 18 U.S.C. 1343. He agrees to plead guilty via plea agreement. He copped a plea. On October 2025, Joseph Sandberg formally entered the guilty plea in the Los Angeles federal court before Judge Dolly M.G. The hearing is described as a formality to accept responsibility. February the 23rd, 2026, Joseph Sandberg faces his sentencing date on February the 23rd, 2026, where he can be sentenced up to 40 years, the rest of his natural life in prison. Plus potential fines and restitution. Prosecutors will recommend a sentence based on his plea deal. Now, from 2020 to 2025, from Aspiration, Joe Sandberg, he exploited his role at Aspiration, a fintech firm promoting green banking and carbon offset services to deceive lenders and investors. Key tactics included falsified loans. With Mr. Al Husseini, Joseph Sandberg pledged his Aspiration stock to secure $145 million in loans from two banks. They inflated Mr. Al Husseini's assets by tens of millions via fake bank brokerage statements. The inflated revenue, Mr. Joseph Sandberg recruited friends, associates, and entities to sign sham letters of intent for tree planting services, $25,000 to $750,000 a month commitments. He funneled payments through his own legal entities to disguise them as real customer revenue, artificially boosting Aspiration's books by millions. He also fabricated financials, created a forged audit committee letter claiming Aspiration had $250 million in cash equivalents. Actually, they only had under $1 million. This lured additional investments and loans in 2025. Over $248 million in losses to the investors, including high-profile backers like Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert Downey Jr., Orlando Bloom, and Steve Ballhead. And lenders, Aspiration filed for bankruptcy in March of 2025 amid the fallout. Mr. Joseph Sandberg admitted to the charges without a trial, calling it an act of accepting responsibility. His attorney, Mark Mukasey, stated that Mr. Sandberg loved Aspiration and wanted it to do well, but stepped over the line. No direct admission to tying this to the NBA Clippers scandal through the Department of Justice, though the Department of Justice notes, let me repeat that again, the Department of Justice notes the fraud overlapped with the 2021 Kawhi Leonard sponsorship announcement, $300 million, 23-year deal, including jersey patches and arena signage. The SEC civil situation ongoing accuses Joseph Sandberg of similar tactics to boost financials for an IPO that never happened. An NBA investigation is still active into whether Aspiration's $28 million to Kawhi Leonard violated the salary cap rules. And Sandberg's plea doesn't address this, but his attorney declined to comment on Steve Ballmer and the Los Angeles Clippers' ties to this situation. Wow, man. Wow. Steve Ballmer's team maintains that he was a victim. They conned me, having invested $50+ million without knowledge of any of these schemes. No charges against Steve Ballhead or the NBA probe have come yet. Right? And let me say this to everybody listening, man. Right? This is crazy work because there's more information about this and Steve Ballmer, man. Bro, this nigga, man, listen, man, it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap, man. It's a wrap, yo. It is a wrap, man. And remember, y'all, they had the what we call the deposition, right? So let me give y'all that, right? So Joseph Sandberg was asked about Steve Ballhead and ties to Steve Ballhead in his deposition from the feds. Now, basically, right? Basically, we're gonna say this, right? Um, there was a transcript. There was a transcript, right? Now, in that transcript, he basically, when he was asked allegedly about this, stated that he didn't want to talk about it when they asked him about Steve Ballmer, allegedly. He didn't want to speak on that. But the feds allegedly asked him about Steve Ballmer. Man, this is a bad situation, bro. And now Steve Ballmer is being sued by 11 investors in Aspirations who allege that he used and funneled money to cheat the game and circumvent the salary cap to Kawhi Leonard. Bro, it's over with, man. I'm gonna drop the link, man. If anybody want any type of smoke, nigga, we get all kind of smoke over here, man. We get, you know what I'm saying? Whatever type of smoke you want. I just want to see where the cap is gonna be at for this, because the walls are closing in on this bum. The walls are closing in on this bum, Kawhi Leonard. It's only so long fake thugs can pretend. The walls are closing in on this bum. It's only so long fake thugs can pretend. Come on in here, Ant. What's up, dog? What you got on this, bro? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I see you in the building, dog. What's up? I need to know what they got to say about this. I mean, nigga said that we was capping, nigga. This is nothing, nigga. He gonna get away Sky's free ticket. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. Y'all know how I go. It start like this. And then remember, they didn't even have Steve Ballmer in here originally. They just put him in here after all this evidence came out. So you know what that means? Bad news, nigga. Now, I'm just telling y'all what the deal is. That's just to the Mr. They con me. You know what I'm saying? Having ass. But I know y'all believe everything they tell y'all. But I just want to ask y'all a question. What's up with all this cap, though? Why everybody quiet now? Why is everybody quiet now? Why ain't everybody saying something? Shouldn't everybody be saying something about this? Yeah, y'all quiet now. Nigga don't want to talk now. Like, share, subscribe, man. Easy work. A caveman can do this shit.
Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe once again. There are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, straight drought weight loss formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.